Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is Ivany at Vybz Kartel's Atlanta concert. And you hear the song that is playing, Kill Them All and Done. And right now, Ivany's career is same thing. Everybody is DEA heading. I know that you people are not really interested in what happened at Vybz Kartel concert as it pertains to Ivany. I know that you really want to get down to the meat of the matter of the ranking type that is. And this is based on the fact of a couple of videos that have been making their rounds over social media with Ivany playing with all sorts of rubber ducky, meaning dildo. Well, people, it seems as if Ivany realized that what she did, she got the attention, she got tongues wagging, literally. So she decided that if it works, continue doing it. Why stop? So we saw that she went and she did an interview, or she was on live with World Dog. And this is exactly what World Dog told her. This was World Dog's advice to her. Take a look to the edited version of what World Dog had to say.
Deal with your thing. So anything happen, you can start fly. Any bad content right now, anybody want to fly, say, yo, Ivany, you do your content right now on Blood Clot OF. The people them say, yo, somebody from England say, yo, want to book Ivany. Yeah, man, Ivany can go to England, go collect one nice 50,000 just to go wine and come back. No girl now get that. Big up yourself and wipe your tears, bro. Right now, when I cry in the dog, sometimes I hurt, yes, but sometimes I mostly tears of joy, bro. I'm see where God put me. So that's why no listen when nobody say on the live or when no one say, dog, you are do what you have to do and you are not the only person who do it. You know what them a beat with? The only person who do it where they want to be like. Every girl where do it right now, then just not have the hotness like you. You come out, Ivany watch your Twitter, you know? Ivany watch your Twitter growing at 4 days, almost 40,000 followers. Right now, me have a Twitter all over 6 months, and right now, me not catch 400 followers. Pre that. It difference. Me see a screenshot something the other day say you have 8,000 impression. Take that 8,000 impression and turn it into something positive now. People fear follow you on Twitch. People fear follow you on Instagram. Make one flyer and say, yo, you have the promotion. Right now, anything. Right now. Music video. Right now, Ivany, if you have some music video. Right now, anything. Ivany, if you have some intro for some song.
Now, people, when you listen to World Dog giving advice, that is like me going to the devil for advice and expecting that he's going to tell me something. You mean say you take away 3 people? No, man. You need to take away 100 more. He is not going to give you anything positive or constructive. And the truth and the fact is that when we think about the MO, the personality, the type of person that World Dog is, he does not have any sorts of moral grounds to give any sorts of advice. We will only expect nothing from a pig than a grunt. And that is exactly what she gets. She needed encouragement. Even though he was saying, don't do this, don't do that, he was pretty much telling her, do same all same because it is working. Don't ever change the game plan whenever the game plan is working and you're winning. Winning is objective relative to who you are. If you have low self-esteem, if you're desperate, if you have no morals and dignity and scruple, then you would say that you are winning. And definitely, Ivany thinks that she is winning based on just monetary gain, not looking about the reputation that is in the dumps. But her reputation has always been in the dumps. So I say this to say that Ivany realized that the formula was working. So Ivany decided she was going to amp it up 100 million folds. And instead of the black rubber ducky dildo, them call it, she decided she was going to do a couple more videos, and she did mention that that was the direction that the company was going, Slut Nation. So then there is a couple of videos that are out. Both of these videos with Ivany with a brown chocolatey rubber ducky dildo, them call it. In one of them, she is whining and grinding, taking a backers from it while it is plugged onto the ground. And she's wetting it up. Truth be told, anybody that watches any sort of PORN might be turned on by it because everything looked A-OK, everything looked juicy, everything was on a rhythmic pattern. In the next video, you could clearly see that she was blowing on that Googozilla same chocolatey dildo like I told you, mentioned in this. And people, it seems as if this is not her first time. It seems as if she has had a whole bunch of on-the-job experience with a whole bunch of strange men or strange rubber object. So the moral of the story is this. If you have no morals, no ethics, no principle, and you find something that work that have tongues wagging, and you're making money, and you're getting advice from the devil, somebody that has no sorts of moral ground to give anybody any sorts of advice. So I say this to say that you're only going to get motivated to amp it up a bit more because you have the people in talk, you're getting all the attention. So therefore you have to keep them talking. You can't do the same thing. You can't drop the ball. You have to elevate the slut status. And that is exactly what she did. She gained monetary, however, her reputation. Don't know if it can get any worse, but when it comes to Ivany and young ladies like these, it seems as if we should never say never. And I know that a lot of persons are saying, then blogger, oh, you always get them video. How can we get a hold of it? How can we feast? Well, feast, nyam, whatever. The number that you can call, 1-876-894-2711. Say that you want to see the new revamp Ivany video. Leave your name, you want to join the group. Don't call me, send a simple text. I am still sending out requests. Cannot finish sending out requests for the last set of videos. People, me can't sleep because of Ivany. Ivany aunt me. The video them aunt me. Point blank and period.
Alright, the police them out now. Them are left off the show, guys.
Yo, you ever like a little foreign show, you know, see?
Yeah, them are left off the show.
When we're ready for work, them might take about time.
Yeah, see them? Babylon them are out now.
Well, alone in the man.
Babylon them out.
They crying it out, with him. God is the greatest.
The man don't even ready for
No,
going.
no, no, what's it going to?
Look at that.
Come to blessing, yeah.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the Vybz Kartel Atlanta show, rammed to capacity, ended prematurely, just like premature, you know what. Now, people, here's the thing. We saw that Vybz Kartel was performing when the police stepped on stage and ordered that the music shut down. The music was not shut down immediately. Vybz Kartel had a few choice words for the police, and I would want Vybz Kartel, America, Atlanta. It is not like Jamaica. It is not like Jamaica because a whole bunch of stuff are run under discipline. That means if the show is scheduled from 8 to 2 o'clock, when 2 o'clock come, that is what you pay the police for security for. So therefore, if anything happens after 2 o'clock, the police are not responsible. The security is not responsible based on the contractual agreement that you sign with security, that you sign with the place, based on the ordinance of Atlanta, Georgia, not based on the police feelings. So I say this to say that I saw the same thing as it pertains to Popcorn show in a UK the other day, where he did not get a chance to perform as a matter of fact, as soon as him step on stage, say a few verse, few lines, that was when the police ordered that the show shut down. Same thing as it pertains to Vybz Kartel, at least he performed for a couple of hours or so. However, them have to understand that, listen, whenever you have a show in America, most first world country, you cannot be late. You cannot be in a little dressing room and talk to your friend them and make joke, rate. It is all about business in America. Do the right thing or the wrong thing is going to do you. It is sad that a show that was going on good, based on some people, mixed review, I will speak about this, at the end prematurely because of lack of discipline, lack of proper stage management, lack of proper coordination. Now, based on most persons that went to the show, them say, yeah, in performance, some people say it was mediocre, some people say it sucked, most people say that it was good. Here's my thing as it pertains to Vybz Kartel. When it comes to an artist, like they say, for whom much is given, much is expected. So therefore, if you are taking these big money, as in 1 point something million, whichever way it goes, up or down, close to $1 million, the expectations are going to be high, meaning that your performance is supposed to be good. You cannot sound as if you are suffering from breathing problem. You cannot sound as if you are lazy or you're tired. People are going to be tired of that. You have to come with bands. If you are going to perform and require $1 million, you are supposed to be able to perform on a band. However, what we know is that this is a trick status. Meaning that if you're there on track, you can easily, whenever you get short of breath, don't say nothing, and make the music track play. So I say this to say that people are not going to know that you're lip syncing, doing a milli vanilli on them. But the fact is that you need to step up your game as it pertains to your performance, as it pertains to a band. The music is obviously bigger than the performance. And that is what is saving Vybz Kartel. And I don't give a F-U-C-K. What nobody wants to say, the truth is the truth. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, there's a couple of saying that goes something like this: timing is everything, and there's no time like the present. Persons were wondering and pondering, how is it that Vybz Kartel has been out for a few months, and when I say Vybz Kartel and Masicka link up, is there some sorts of discrepancy? Is there some sorts of problem? Because we see Vybz Kartel says that he is the king of dancehall, and we see a lot of persons are saying that Masicka, based on his track record, based on his recent album, based on songs that he has been putting out, he could be the new king of dancehall. People, it seems as if when it comes to this king of dancehall title, they are more king than the Burger King franchise. Who is the king and who is not the king? My point is that there's a bounty concert that features Idona and Masicka. We see Vybz Kartel did a whole bunch of concerts, but Masicka was not present. So people have said there is trouble between the camp for that coveted king of dancehall, who is the reigning king and who is the new king. Kind of like being a man, but on a less important level. So we see Vybz Kartel had his concert in Atlanta, and the person that showed up, one of those persons that performed and kind of locked down the show, was Masicka. With his performance with Vybz Kartel, as a matter of fact, I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what it looks like, and then I'll give my piece. So people, like I said, there were rumors, there were propaganda, there were speculations all over the place saying that they're not good. But like I said, timing is everything. Like I said, there is no time like the present time. So it seems as if this was the right time for both artists to link up in a big, major way, as in the Atlanta show. Let me know what you think in the comment section, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that dancehall artist Squash is sent up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. He is in a whole bunch of hot water. As a matter of fact, them are going to pluck out him, feather them now, just like them do chicken. Chicken Mary are the near problem in the ear. Now this is based on the fact that the state dropped the case and then the feds them pick it up. That is how it works. Now, people, if you remember, maybe about a couple of months ago when Squash first got arrested, I let you hear and see some information, voice note and text between myself and an agent of the state, meaning federal agent, in which that person was telling me that more than likely they are investigating Squash. They realize that he is deeply entrenched in the gang culture in Jamaica, fast forward to America. So they are going to interview him, which they did, and they're going to make a determination, take him from Chrome and took him to the state in the custody. Well, people, it seems as if all that I was telling you before is true and it is manifesting. It is said that the feds now have Squash's case. And if you don't know what that means, when it comes to the federal government, they have money up the ASS. That means that they have unlimited resources, unlimited manpower, and the best money and the best investigators that money can buy. And this is based on the fact that Squash decided he was going to perform an illegal marriage. That marriage was deemed to be fraudulent. He could be charged for that. The fact that he was caught with a gun that was concealed without a concealed weapons permit. And the fact that he had a chip Glock, meaning that a Glock that was modified to fire on rapid, which automatically is 10 years. So based on what I see, my opinion is that Squash is looking at a couple of decades. If they decide that they're only going to charge him for the chip Glock, then he's going to get a minimum mandatory of 10 years. In the federal system, there is no probation. Yes, you could get probation. However, you will have to do at least 85% of your time, meaning that if you get 10 years, you're going to do 8.5 years, 8 years and 6 months, point blank and period. No sorts of negotiation. It stops right there. That is where the buck stops. What is even worse, the conviction rate is probably about 99 point something percent. So therefore, a few have slipped the crack. Mr. Squash, based on his reputation, based on his record, will not be one of those persons. So pretty much, Squash's goose is cooked or it is cooking, and the temperature is getting hotter in the kitchen, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based on the video that is playing as I speak, we see that while Vybz Kartel was at his Atlanta show, Rampack, celebrating, mingling with friends, entertaining the crowd with friends such as Black Rhino, Masicka, amongst others, 21 Savage, hip-hop and dancehall artists, Spice included. We saw that his baby mother, known as Shorty Tanisha, was celebrating her birthday. So his sister, she was not really into what was going on as it pertains to Vybz Kartel, living her best life, enjoying herself like she should. So his sister, people are asking in the comment section, how comes the Atlanta in a Vybz Kartel show? We see that she has pretty much been missing for most of the show, living her best life, allegedly, based on what she claims. So people are saying, hold on a minute. It seems as if Tanisha get hotter. It seems as if Tanisha is still trending even without Vybz Kartel. Person are wondering and pondering, is there going to be a Vybz Kartel and Tanisha link up? Just like the Forges people, that is yet to be determined. More than likely, Vybz Kartel and Tanisha is still seeing each other secretly. As to the extent of what they are seeing or doing, nobody knows. Let me know in the comment section if you think that they are linking up secretly and if you think that it is more than baby mama and baby father drama, or you know what I talk about. point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if Vybz Kartel, that $950,000 that he got from Trinidad promoter Jacko, is going to put him in a whole bunch of problem. There are going to be legal ramification if him can't ever go back to Trinidad based on just that, and I'll explain, and this is not my opinion. This is based on persons that are close to that incident, close to Trinidad and Tobago. So we saw that the promoter, Jacko, he is threatening lawsuits against that company, e-ticketing, Caribbean e-ticketing, whatever they are called, claiming that them have in excess of $2 million, don't know if it is 2 million US dollar, that they are supposed to refund the person that bought their ticket online through their system. He is claiming that that company is violating its policy. Well, people, here is a policy as it pertains to most persons that do any sorts of e-commerce. If what you sell as the merchant is significantly different, that is numero uno clause that will cause you to get back your money. And yes, that event in Trinidad was significantly different based on the fact that it was missing the headliner, Vybz Kartel. It was missing a next headliner in Mali, missing a next big headliner as in Sizzler. So therefore, if 3 of the top headliner or the 3 big headliners are missing, that would be considered significantly. So based on that, I don't see how Jacko is going to sue that company. However, what I see is the fact that persons are going to want back their money, and the relevant authority is going to step in. And if Jacko don't have that money to give back the people, the fact that Vybz Kartel got $950,000, and this is my disclaimer, even though there was a contract for 1.35 million, it was breached. Most judges in any place are going to say, well, within reasonable conscience, the people that really lose are the patrons at the show. And you get money based on the fact that they thought that you was coming. So even though that contract was breached, you still, within reasonable conscience, are responsible for people getting back their money, you along with the promoter. So don't think that Vybz Kartel is going to get away scot-free. He will have to go to court and he will have to prove, even though there is a contract, that, listen, yes, this is why I did not show up. Based on what the promoter said, is that they offered to give options in which he could get the money after the show, give him assets as in house, give him a check as in Florida, which he lives, which other promoters or persons that are financing the show live, and he decided that he did not want to do it. He want a single check, a single transfer. Based on what the promoter said, we know that the promoter is a big liar. Based on what Sizzler is saying, based on what other persons that were contracted, that he also breached those contracts. But me just say, Vybz Kartel is not out of the woods. Vybz Kartel is not going to get away scot-free with 950,000, almost $1 million US. There is no sorts of way under the sun, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.